you were always living in the hood. It's only been 60 years since the hung blacks and Burnham, and that was so cool. They were your baskets, picnic baskets, even gave kids the day off school. Go see a lynching. Have a picnic, it's fun to watch the little monkeys die, and people act a little dysfunctional. You wanna pretend that you don't know why. If your colour means you can be killed and you're powerless to get justice about it. Is it difficult?
What's up, everybody? It's your man with the plan, and I'm back with another video. And today, you can see that thumbnail, you can read that title. Salute to the dreamers out there, everybody on the dream team. I appreciate you. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Shout out to the community. You guys are growing and blowing up and just been really supporting me, and I appreciate that. And I want to make sure I give you this quality content. Continue giving y'all what you want and what you need. Shout out to the subscriber who requested this. This is a man, little backstory. I used to have a YouTube channel years ago, and I deleted it because I just didn't like where it was heading, and I just was in a different place mentally. I should have deleted it because I had over 1,000 subscribers. I'd have been a lot farther along than I am now. I have to kind of rebuild, but that's a different story for a different day. And Akala was one of the first people that I was listening to, and I was reacting to it. And it was so long ago, though, I don't remember the fire in the booth. So this is not a raw reaction, but this is a reminder reaction or a refreshing reaction. So I'm looking forward to it. I know he's a very intelligent brother. Watch his seminars, especially when he went to Oxford and had those different conversations. He's a very intelligent brother, so he has very intellectual bars, super deep, super intellectual, and I'm really excited to react to this. So shout out to the community member who requested this, and we're gonna get into it right now. But before we do, you already know what to do. Let's get into this reaction. Let's go. Shout out to the UK.
You gonna dig this?
Oh yeah, perfect.
Yo. Okay, yo.
I like you. You're like a tiger.
Yes, I grew up on a dole in a single parent family. Been through a little bit of tragedy. Yes, I was around drugs and violence before the day that I started secondary. That's part of it, not half of it. Get the picture, the rest ain't necessary. Growing up, got a little caught up. That ain't even half of my life. Also given the knowledge of self, that is all we actually need to survive. If you saw me, age 9, reading Malcolm, just fine. Teachers still treated me stupid. Students that couldn't speak English, they put me in groups with. The irony is, some of the first man to give me schooling, you were called youngsters. I already explained that we know what the truth is. They used to say, don't be like me. Yeah, I got a name and dough on the street. Nighttime comes, I can't sleep. It's the part that rappers don't speak. We don't hit the road cause we're thugs. Don't come out the room, wanna sell drugs. If we got the right guidance and love, would we fight people just like us? How could I knock the hustle to get by? How do you think I ate as a child? Judge no one, done many things wrong. Just don't boast about it in songs, but listen to my older bars. I was just as confused as you probably are, but you grow and you learn. Travel, cut, one too many man, you know, get caught up. One too many man that could have been doctors, end up spending the whole life boxed up. You learn if you study, so set out just to make them money. No cover, it's all about getting poor people to fight with one another. So it's logical that us killing our brothers, dissing our mothers is right in line with the dominant philosophy of our time. But time is a cycle, not a line. Comes back around, you regain your mind. You be ready for the energy I challenge in my rhyme. Remedy the pedigree, the jeopardy of your mind. When the world's this leverage is a crime. We can all fight with our brothers over crumbs. Harder to fight the one who makes guns. We can all talk get $2. Harder to be the one who seeks knowledge. If we understood economics with no money's nothing, think nothing of it. Money is a means to get wealth, not the wealth itself. And don't get confused, far from broke. All that you see me do I own, but I won't hang what I make around my neck. I know from where that the diamonds came, but I do literally own a library that definitely costs more than your chain. And businesses and property, far from starving. I eat quite properly and I don't care. Just said it for the kids who need to know you're not broke to listen. Don't know an asset from a liability. They've never been shown or told the difference, so they don't change situation. Richest man in Britain is Asian, that's significant. Not a coincidence. Asian people build businesses not by flossing, going out shopping, giving up the culture for everyone's profit. Who runs Bollywood? Indian people. Who runs our ish? So we shake our ass and dance as if racism just upped and vanished. But has it? No, it's right on course. You're beaten so bad you're trained to ignore. Let me not just make sweeping statements. Give me a second, I'll explain it. For small amounts of drug possession, there's more black people in jail in America than there is for rape and armed robbery and murder all put together. You can say they're just locking up thugs. Imagine they're in prison, every middle class kid that had ever held drugs. Oh, that's right, that'd be your kids. Bigger than that, what is going on with this? Prison in America's private business. They get paid 50k per year per inmate by the state. Just wait, also legally are allowed to use their prison inmates as slaves. Cheap slave labor, big corporations, they come out of jail when they can't get a job. So when we celebrate going to jail, we are literally celebrating enslavement. Add to that, the hood that you live in, engineered social condition that breeds crime by design. Where do you think you get your man? You could say that they're just black, but I like to deal with facts. In the 1920s, you would have found in America black towns, prospering centers of economics to education to make you proud. But some people couldn't bear that the former slaves would not just lie down to the KKK and other hate groups. Burn those towns to the ground, killing hundreds if it ain't understood. You think you were always living in the hood? It's only been 60 years since the hung blacks and burn them, and that was so cool. They were your baskets, picnic baskets, even gave kids the day off school. Go see a lynching, have a picnic, it's fun to watch the little monkeys die. And people act a little dysfunctional. You wanna pretend that you don't know why. If your colour means you can be killed and you're powerless to get justice about it. Is it difficult to figure out how you would then end up feeling about it? And that ain't excuses, just dealing with the roots of abuses that make a reality. We're a generation of young men speak of ourselves as dirt casually. That's America, this Britain. Something similar, some different. In this country, the first enslaved were the working class. What's changed? Worse jobs, worse conditions, most tax. Look where you live and yet you go to the pub. Friday night you will fight with a guy, don't know what for, won't fight with a guy. Suit and a tie, you send your kids to die in a war. They don't send the kids to the rich or the politician, it's your kids, the poor British. They're the same to go and die in a foreign land for these wars that you don't understand. Yeah, they say you are British and that lovely patriotism they feed you, but in reality you have more in common with immigrants than with your leaders. I know both sides of my family, black and white, are fed ghetto mentality, reality in this system. Poor people are dirt regardless of shade. But with that said, let's not pretend that everything is the same. When our grandparents came here to Britain, if you had a criminal record you couldn't get in. That ain't protected from all of the stupid abuses they will be living. Kicked in the teeth, stabbed in the street, many times firebombed our houses, put feces through our letterbox, and of course the cops did so much about it. Daily, up to the 80s, people spitting in my pram cause I was a baby. But of course, that has had no effect on why today we are crazy. And none of this is for any good reason. They were just dark and breathing to ease the guilt now for all of this treatment. Constant stereotypes are needed. So if I celebrate how big that my kid, bricks that are flipping, clips that are sticking, chicks that I'm hitting, I'm playing my position. But if I teach a kid to be a mathematician, messing with the schism, how they gonna fill a prison when materialism is no longer our religion? What do you think we got now in Britain? Just like America, private prison, prison for profit. That mean when your kids go jail, people make money off it. So keep environments that breed crime, build more jails at the same time. Market badness to the kids in the rhymes. Long as rich kids ain't dying, it's fine. Get them to the point where some are so lost they actually believe if they don't celebrate killing themselves off. It's because they're soft. Was Malcolm soft? Was Marley soft? Tell me, was Marcus Garvey soft? Well, was Muhammad Ali soft? Nah, I think not, but they want us to think that the road is cool. Being on road is all we could do. We don't control the wholesale production, so who benefits from us moving the food? Or thinking there's no way out of road life, but Malcolm X used to hustle on the roadside. And Marcus Garvey organized more than 6 million people with no Facebook or Twitter. Why is it something you can't eat? One of my own homeboys did a 10 straight in the boxing yard. Now what's he doing? Passing his doctorate. Don't tell me that it's too hard. Who trained you to believe you're inferior? Songbo Ebedo in Nigeria are the remains of an ancient moat dug 1,000 years ago, 20 meters wide, 70 down. Round the remains of an ancient town that's 400 square miles around. 400 square miles around. Please don't believe me, it was a documentary on BBC, but we ain't studying history. Too busy watching MTV, and MTV said wear platinum. Now everybody wanna go and wear platinum, and MTV said pop magnums. Now everybody wanna go and pop magnum. If MTV said drink prune juice, you will start hearing that in tune soon. Hey, today I wore my Cartier. Is it now more important what I got to say? Oh, and I drive a Mercedes, by the way, so everybody listen to what I got to say. Does that make you all happy? But my head's still nappy. Think for myself, so some mad at me, but on the mic ain't not one bad as me. All of this here's good for the rhymes. Put us in the same place at the same time, and it's clear to everybody I'm out of my mind. Some of these guys are running out of their rhymes. Clear to everybody that has got ears. I'm the guy that they just might fear, that they wanna get near, but they can't have a peer. All dear, I'm hard liquor, you're just like beer. Front on the kid for another 5 years. Come to my shows and some criteria mean that much to them. It's a movement. I don't speak for myself, but a unit. Black, white, man, woman, anyone who respects truth we put in. Dudes are like no dinner, we're just pudding. Yeah, you're sweet but no substance pudding. You can never ever be with a level on. Our songs get played out there in Lebanon. We speak for the people properly, not for the old fat guys in offices and the girls love me. Ain't fair, you can't even be bothered to comb his hair. Anyway, that's enough kissing my own ass. Back to the more important task of being so shower. I got half the hood screaming, knowledge is power. And I ain't saying that'll change rap back, but I do know this for a fact. Right now there's a youth on your block with his hands on his face screwed up. So he don't care, don't give a that he won't let nobody call his bluff, but the words go in. Open your chakras, once that's happened there is no going back. Or would you start to see what is really happening? Who the enemy you should be attacking is. So read, stuck on the block, read, sitting in the box, read, don't let them say what you can achieve. Cause when people are enslaved, one of the first things they do is stop them reading. Cause it is well understood that intelligent people will take their freedom. Cause if we knew our power, we would understand we can't be held down. If we knew our power, We would not elevate not one of these clowns if we knew our power. We wouldn't get arrogant when we get 2 pennies if we knew our power. We would see what everybody sees that we're rich already. But never mind MCs, go run for your mummy. I'm hungry, I run for my tummy. That's enough, back to worshipping money. I'm off, back to the study.
What the... Yo, he said so much right there. He said so much right there, bro. We gotta talk about all of it. Call it the truth, and this is bringing me back to why. This is the same shit I've been saying, guys. Wow.
That mic has been burned.
Illustrate Records. Now that is what you call.
I think that's it.
In the booth.
It is. Let's talk about that. And let's give Akala a
Fatality.
straight up
Fatality.
he murdered that track. Wasted it. Bro, there was so much he said as far as talking about commerce and how money's just not the it's just a tool to accumulate wealth, not the actual money itself. How our culture is a cult. And this is what I said in another video that got fucking blocked. My Kendrick Lamar video got blocked. Stupid. And I talked about that in a little bit. And even in the racing video, how the culture that is, you know, is exploited because there's no asset building, right? You talk about asset building, instead of buying bullshit and clapping your ass or doing all the other shit and buying stuff that depreciates. It's about buying land. It's about buying things. You know, he had a library that's more expensive than your chain, he said. And how he goes into, you know, race and class and how there's differences between British and American, how racism accumulated there, and how they used to have picnics, and it was just 60 years ago, and they had picnics, and kids get to get the day off to go watch black people get lynched in this country. Like, again, 60 years ago, not that long ago. It's the same shit I've been telling you guys. And how that there is, you know, reading is power, knowledge is power. And he talks about the prison industrial complex, and he talks about how how kids are getting in the poor communities get punished harsher than kids in affluent communities because they're your kids. They are not your kids, but you know what I'm saying, the affluent kids. And this dude, I'm telling you, is super intelligent. And they talk about Marcus Garvey, MLK, Marcus Garvey. He gathered 6 million men without Facebook or Twitter. Malcolm X used to be hustling on the road. I mean, just giving you straight nuggets, straight facts, dog. And even taking it to the 1920s and just going and just giving you facts, bro. Like undeniable facts. Like you can be mad, like you don't have to like his style, but you can't dispute what he's saying. And the fact he's also talented, like his rapping ability is also very, very good. The way he comes in out of those, he makes it so I want to listen. It's not just backpack rap to be backpack rap. It's actually good hip hop. And shout out to UK, man. Shout out my man. He recommended this to me, but bro, he killed it. Fire in the Booth 1. We're gonna do all of them because this is I'm starting to remember now. I'll call it, and he's about that. He's about that life, and I'm really digging what he's doing here. So super dope video. Again, he said a lot, okay, and I missed a lot. So excuse me on that, but you all get the gist of what I'm saying. And then, you know, talking about the richest man in Asia in Britain is Asian, because Asian and that culture, that's what they do, and how they accumulate wealth is they don't just buy bullshit. And then, you know, the culture, like I said, the culture of hip hop and the black community in America, we're not focused on the right things to build the said wealth that we want, and then they're spending on shit that doesn't matter. I mean, he breaks it down so eloquently. He's just fucking amazing. Great artist, great lyricist, and man, and this is his first one, and this is like older, so like this is all relevant to today. That's the crazy thing. It's like this is an older video that was when this released. Shoot, this first Fire in the Booth, 2011. Come on, bruh. He's that dude, bro. He's that dude. So I really enjoyed this video. I appreciate the community member who recommended this to me. Again, go in the comment section. Let me know what your favorite bar was, what your favorite scheme was, what your favorite topic was that he talked about. Again, he talks about the working class and how that, you know, is a thing, and the elites. We don't need the elites. Once you know your power, he just does a great job of articulating himself and making it relevant and having that scheme and that rhyme and that style and that extra, you know what I'm saying, passion behind it. And then the accent helps too. I know the British accent always sounds cool to me. That's just me though. But that's all I got for you today. Shout out to Akala. Shout out to y'all, man. Make sure you go in that comment section if you have anything else we can react to, talk about. I'm always down to listen to different types of music. I want to make sure I mix it up for you guys and have something that is bringing more people in and including more people to have the conversations that need to be had, because we need to have these conversations and raw and not. And if you send me a long ass comment, bro, I'm not responding. Learn, like, if I respond to everybody, but if it's too long, I'm not gonna respond, bro. And I appreciate you even commenting. I appreciate all the love and everything that you guys do for me. But just know, if you were sending me pages and pages of things that you want to talk about, pick one, please, and let's talk about that. Stop trying. You guys gotta have. I mean, if we're on the phone, it'd be a different story. But comments, man, should be. I'll take a paragraph, but not some beautiful individual wrote me a long, and and shout out to you, brother. I'm not meaning to ignore you, but you put so much that I just can't respond in a comment. It's not fair to you to respond to all that in a comment. It's not fair to you guys. So just heads up. It's not to be a dick, but just to say, like, there's better ways to have these conversations. But I want to have the conversation, so I don't want to discourage you from actually commenting. I just want you to be a little bit more concise in what you have to say, and I will respond to that, respect that. And if anybody has anything negative to say to you, I'll block them. Right? This is a free speech, non-canceling community that I breed here, and I respect everybody's opinions. Just know that if you come at me, I'm gonna come at you. Right? I got time. So you mess with the bull, you'll get the horns. At the same time, if you come at me with peace and love, I'm gonna come at you with peace and love, man. That's what we're about over here on Dre the Dreamers Gaming Entertainment. So you guys go out there, be the light, show people love, and remember, love, live, laugh, enjoy today, because tomorrow's a promise. Until next time, my friends, peace.